Excited to be here for the pinning for the associate program, RN-to-BSN, and pre-BSN program for nurses here at Utah Tech University. To get started as nurses, we are supposed to be very observant. I'm noticing the students out here that I've helped to instruct, and the last time I saw them smiling this much was the day they got accepted into the program. It's good to see them smiling again. I am Mark Olson. I've been asked to be Masters of Ceremony. Welcome to all that are here, family, friends, students, our leaders here that are with us today for a program. So to get started, we'll have opening remarks by President Shane Smead, after which we'll have some remarks by Provost Michael LaCourse. After him, we'll have some remarks by the Dean of College of Health Science, Dr. Bermudez. We'll go to that point.
Good morning. So good to see everyone, and I'm not even officially the president yet. That starts tomorrow. But we are so glad to be here. Congratulations to each of you. This is impressive. I just want to stand here and sort of take in this site. My name is Shane Smead, for those of you that I haven't had the chance to meet yet, and I'm really, truly humbled to be here today. My wife Angela and I drove in from Kansas City, and we thought we absolutely did not want to miss the nursing pinning ceremony, which is one of my favorite ceremonies. The white coat ceremony is also incredibly special. So congratulations. I know that this journey was not easy. I know the rigor of the programs that you are participating in and now graduating in is incredibly significant. The support that I imagine as I look out around this arena and see family and friends and others that have supported you along the way, thank you for your incredible support for these amazing students. We can't wait to see what you're going to accomplish. A couple thoughts that I had written down. I know that this is an extraordinary day. It's going to be one that you remember for the rest of your life. As you go out and serve so many people and communities, you'll have the chance to truly change lives, to change posterity, to change the world. It's that significant in what you're doing. When you receive your pin, you accept a symbol of a higher calling. And in life, sometimes those calling comes in different forms and ways, and this is one of those ways and forms. You are truly accepting a higher calling. The nurse is rich in history and has served the lives of so many forever. It's truly a rite of passage for you today that marks not just what you've accomplished, but truly more so what you're going to become. And so the many hours of clinicals, the late night studying, those groups that you got together and worked together to help encourage each other certainly has not gone unnoticed by those amazing faculty that are here today. And can we give your faculty just a round of applause for all the great work that they've done? We're so grateful for our nursing faculty, and I've had a chance to witness the relationships that come from our faculty and our students in this program over the years. And I know it's incredibly special. And to the staff and administrators and others that have helped, the clinical mentors, of course, peers who offered support during those times. But as you leave here today and move into the next chapter, know that you're the heartbeat. So you're the heartbeat of those clinics that you go to, the hospitals, the places that you serve. You're the people that they look up to, the ones they look for that smile. You're the person that they look for hope from, and I know that you'll deliver that. May you continue to go out and serve the world, do the things that you've been called to do. Great to be here. Congratulations, nurses. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Chair Scott. Thank you, faculty, for the invitation to speak today. It's really a privilege to be here. and an honor to celebrate the achievements of our outstanding nursing students. To our families, to the families, friends, and loved ones joining us, welcome. Your support has been instrumental in helping these graduates reach this important milestone. And to our exceptional faculty and staff, thank you for your unwavering dedication to our students' success. To the graduates, congratulations. Today marks the culmination of years of dreaming, planning, persevering, and a deep commitment to a calling that is both noble and essential. As you receive your nursing pins, you accept more than a symbol of academic achievement. You embrace a badge of honor that marks your entry into one of the most vital and impactful professions in our society. You're among the best and the brightest students at Utah Tech. You were selected from among hundreds of hopeful applicants, both from Utah Tech and from other universities. Once admitted, you successfully navigated one of the most rigorous academic programs we offer here at the university. In fact, it's generally believed that earning a BS degree in nursing, starting with the prerequisite courses, is now the most difficult of all undergraduate degrees to earn. I know it hasn't always been easy, but you did it. You've made it. As nurses, you will become the backbone of our healthcare system, offering care, compassion, and expertise when people need it most. Your work will change lives. It will bring healing, dignity, and hope. You will stand at the front lines of health and humanity. At Utah Tech, we expect all of our graduates to embody 5 institutional learning outcomes. You've mastered the first 2, knowledge and skills, through your coursework and clinical experience. You've demonstrated responsibility, not only as students, but as professionals and as citizens. You've shown innovation and creativity, adapting to complex situations and solving real-world problems under great pressure. But most importantly, the most important, you've shown grit. Grit is about passion and perseverance. It's the mindset that allows you to face adversity and push through again and again until you reach your goal. You've all shown grit in your classes and in your clinicals and in your daily life as nursing students. And I promise you this, the grit you've built here at Utah Tech University will serve you for the rest of your life. As T.S. Eliot once wrote, "In my end is my beginning." Today is both an ending and a beginning, a moment to celebrate how far you've come and to look ahead to the meaningful and rewarding journey that lies ahead. Of course, there's still that one last exam for most of you. But let's count today as part of something great. Let me close by once again thanking our extraordinary faculty and staff who have taught you, supported you, mentored you, and cheered for your success every step of the way. And to our graduates, thank you for choosing Utah Tech University for your education. I wish you success in your exams, fulfillment in your careers, and I look forward to shaking your hand at graduation on Friday. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. This is a great time to celebrate. And on the College of Health Sciences, this week we have 10 pinning ceremonies. But this is the biggest one and one that I always look forward to be here. And so let's continue to celebrate your achievement. I have a few words for you, so be prepared. Maybe we're going to be here until noon. No, that's just kidding. It is my pleasure to be here today to celebrate this great occasion, the pinning ceremony for our nursing students here at Utah Tech University. This is an exciting day for all of us as we recognize the hard work and dedication of our students who are about to embark on a career that is both challenging and rewarding. This day has not come about without tremendous effort, dedication, and perseverance on your part and on those who supported you. Nursing is a noble profession that requires compassion, skill, and a deep commitment to helping others. Our nursing students have demonstrated these qualities through their studies, and today we acknowledge their achievement and celebrate their accomplishment. As the Dean of the College of Health Sciences, I'm very proud of our nursing students and the faculty on the program. You have completed, the students, a rigorous program of study, and you are now equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to provide excellent care to patients. You have learned how to assess, diagnose, and treat a wide range of medical conditions, and you have developed the critical thinking skills necessary to make sound decisions in complex situations. But more than that, you have also learned the importance of compassion, empathy, and communication. As nurses, you will be on the front lines of patient care, and you will have the opportunity to make a significant impact on the life of those you serve. You will be the ones who hold the hands of the sick, comfort the frightened, and offer hope to the hopeless. You will be the ones who provide the care that heals body and soul. Your profession demands every single day that you not only care for your patients, but that you care for their family members as well. Daily, you will be a caregiver with healing hands and sometimes a protector for those who are unable to protect themselves. You must be prepared for the rigors of making sound medical decisions and recommendations. Your profession simply means that you will have to care about people. You must be able to listen to their fears and concerns. You have to be able to communicate with them and for their family members. And you have to support them when tough decisions have to be made. Some happy moments and some sad moments. The birth of a new baby, the death of a loved one, or a life-changing diagnosis. Moments that will alter their life forever. How you act, the words you speak, the extra moment you spend with them can impact your patient or their loved one for the rest of their life. I want to congratulate each one of you on this significant achievement. You have worked hard to get here, and you have earned the right to wear your nursing pin pin with pride. I want to thank our faculty and staff for their tireless effort to ensure that our students receive the best possible education and preparation for their career. I would say to parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, and friends, thank you for supporting these students through their journey. For any college student, there are challenges along the way. I know they appreciate all you have done to support them and help them successful along the way. As you begin your careers as nurses, I encourage you again to remember the importance of compassion, empathy, and communication. Also remember, you need to be healthy to be able to help others. I will guarantee you that the biggest reward you will receive will be when a patient, parent, or family member tells you, thank you for the care they receive. And I always finish with this, my faculty know this. On one of my visits to Quito, Ecuador, I had the opportunity to be at Universidad Hispanoamericana. And their motto was, el mundo necesita de gente que ame lo que hace. The world needs people that love what they do. Have fun and love what you do, and be grateful for the opportunity to help others. To all of you, I wish you the best and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, soon-to-be President Smead and Provost LaCourse and Dean Bermudez. Over in the Taylor building, that's where Dean Bermudez's office is. So if you ever come there, him and I together, we shine well. He's a little more than me, but I'm catching up. Students, you've kind of changed from a statistic now. For all of you out there, how many nurses does it take to change a light bulb? None. That's the student nurse's job. All right, now we'll hear from our students. Our great students are going to speak to us today. From the associate program, Marty Everts. And then from the Pre-BSN, we will then hear from Cara Salmon. And then the RN-to-BSN, we'll hear from Laura Stuckey. Marty.
That was a pretty long walk. Good morning. I'm going to talk about a butterfly. And no, this isn't a Disney documentary, although what happens next might make you think twice about trusting anything with wings and cute antennas. The Alcon blue butterfly is peculiar. I mean, at first it seems innocent. Butterfly lays eggs, larvae munch on plants. It's a real National Geographic kind of start, but then things get weird. After its third molt, instead of staying on the plant like that well-behaved caterpillar, it drops to the ground, hoping, and here's where it gets oddly strategic, that an ant will notice it. Now, this should be the moment where the ant goes, ooh, lunch. But no, the caterpillar pulls a fast one. Two things happen. Number one, it secretes a sweet drop, from a gland on its back. Think of it as handing the ant a sugary bribe. Here, buddy, have a swig on me. Number two, it mimics the distress call of the queen ant. And the ant completely fools, says, you poor thing, come live with us. We'll take care of you. What? I don't know if you noticed, but this caterpillar completely gaslit an entire ant colony. Some subspecies take it further, not just mimicking the queen's distress call, but the worker ant's sounds also, sneaking deeper into their trust. What do these sneaky larvae do once they're inside the ant nest? They eat. Not just crumbs, not snacks. They eat the baby ants. And all of this right under the ants' noses. Imagine feeding a house guest every day only to find out they've been raiding your nursery. That's not just rude, it's diabolical. During the next 23 months, these larvae grow up to 100 times their original size, which, by the way, is probably more character development than half the people on reality TV. Then they pupate, pop out of the ground, and begin the whole soap opera all over again. Now, I'm not here to throw butterflies under the bus, although this one clearly deserves a side eye. I bring up the Alcon blue because it illustrates the perfect example of something insidious, that which appears harmless but quietly causes great harm. And while the ants may seem small, their tragedy speaks volumes. As nurses, we train to catch exactly this kind of thing, the subtle, quiet signs of a problem. Illnesses don't always come knocking at the door with a parade. Sometimes they sneak in like the Alcon blue. Cancer, for example, can be insidious, presenting no signs until it's well advanced. Even something as seemingly simple as Tylenol can mask symptoms, delaying a critical diagnosis and treatment. And let's not forget, nursing school itself is a bit insidious. You sign up thinking, oh, I love helping people. The next thing you know, you're knee-deep in prep-you questions, and the only person you're helping is your sleep-deprived, caffeine-fueled self survive pharmacology. But hidden in that struggle is the beauty of discernment, the ability to see past appearances and ask, what's really going on here? And it's not just diseases or caterpillars that can be insidious. Complacency. Now that's a sneaky one. Andrew Grove, the CEO of Intel, once said, success breeds complacency. Complacency breeds failure. And then he drops this bomb. Only the paranoid survive. Now, I'm not saying that we should all be nervously peeking around corners every time we finish a clinical, but it's a reminder that growth doesn't come from coasting. It comes from vigilance, from staying just a little bit uncomfortable. Had those ants been just a little bit more paranoid, their babies might still be alive. Poor babies. We don't move out of our comfort zones recklessly. As nurses, we rely on evidence-based practice, we consult research, we listen, we learn. The same goes for our personal lives. We weigh information and act with intention. In the end, it all comes down to an attitude, one that says, I will notice, I will question, I will improve. So let's not be the ants, too trusting, too stagnant. Let's also not be the Alcon Blue, manipulative and carnivorous. That's probably self-evident. Let's be the nurse, discerning, dedicated, and yes, maybe a little paranoid, if that's what keeps us sharp. And the next time you see a butterfly, maybe look twice just to be safe.
Well, this was unplanned, but me and Marty both are going to make animal analogies today, so you're welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Cara Salmon, and one fun fact about me is that I love ducks. Some of the greatest advice I've received in nursing school actually had to do with ducks. I'll never forget, during one of our simulation labs, our instructor Bailey casually dropped some serious words of wisdom. She said, "Be like a duck and let things roll off your back." I don't know if anyone else really caught the significance of this message, but I did. Probably because Bailey mentioned ducks first. Throughout the last 2 years in nursing school, I would say that my classmates and I have been learned how to be ducks. We've learned a lot, we've seen a lot, and we've trauma bonded a lot. There have been many tears, complaints, countless sweet treat runs, and laughter as we've learned to let things roll off of our backs. For those of you who don't know it, nursing school is hard. All of us have experienced imposter syndrome. Most of us have been yelled at by a patient. And if you're me or Maya, you've experienced racism once or twice. And I'm not going to call anyone out, but my classmates know exactly which classes I'm talking about when I say we've all had that moment during a test when we thought, we've never even talked about this in class. But despite all of the challenges, we've all learned how to let difficult moments roll off of our backs. Oh, and let's give ourselves some credit. The fact that only about 5 people ended up in the ER for non-clinical reasons during nursing school is an achievement of itself. I do have to admit that number almost turned to 6 when I hit Savannah with my car yesterday. I am so sorry, Savannah. Despite all of the obstacles we faced, here we are, sitting together, waiting with anticipation to be pinned and blaze our trails as RNs. Whether we realize it or not, a lot of hard and crappy things have rolled right off of our backs. As nurses, we're going to face many difficult moments. Sometimes it's going to be hard to let go and allow things to run its course. Most of us are type A personalities. We like control. But as we enter the nursing field, we learn that many things are simply outside of our control. But what we do have control over is how we let outside events affect us. Nursing can be emotionally, physically, and mentally draining. But I want you to remember what Bailey said, be like a duck, let it roll off your back. Utah Tech Nursing Cohort of 2025, we've achieved a major life goal and we're moments away from being pinned as nurses. It's hard to find the words to explain the weight of what it means to be a nurse. But after spending these last 2 years with all of you, I know that every single one of you will change someone's life someday. I'm so grateful to have trauma bonded with you all. Congratulations, we've earned this. Thank you.
Wow, you guys are beautiful, really. I'm Laura Stuckey. I'm graduating from the RN-BSN online program, so our class met today, or maybe a little bit yesterday. So a little bit different. Just a little over a year ago, I was sitting with 4 of the greatest people in my life, my grandkids. They're down there. They're really cute. We were talking about what they wanted to be when they grew up. Then they turned the tables on me. Kids do that. Mima? Yeah, I'm a Mima. What do you want to be? Or what did you want to be? Without hesitation, I said, a nursing professor. One asked, are you one? No, I'm not. Why not? Then came the excuses. I have a job, 10 kids, I'm a grandma, and I haven't been to college in 25 years. I mean, who knows if my brain's even gonna work again? Their response, but it's what you wanted to be. In that moment, they weren't asking me about what I wanted to be. They were holding me accountable. What was I teaching them? What was I settling for? 1 week later, I was enrolled in college, shocked, panicked, and wondered what I had just done. And now, standing in front of all of you incredible people, I'm still a little shocked, but mostly incredibly grateful. The RN-to-BSN program online is unique. We didn't meet in lecture halls or huddle for clinicals. Instead, we connected through shaky videos, filmed in work hallways, parked cars, and yes, the occasional bathroom stall. Thanks for blurring that background. We got to know each other through Wednesday night discussion and Sunday night replies. We discovered just how diverse our backgrounds really are. We work in every imaginable area of patient care and all over the country. Surgery, critical care, schools, plasma centers, pharmacies, correctional facilities, telehealth, and more. Interestingly, every RN-to-BSN class brings together over 150 years of combined nursing experience. That is an abundance of knowledge, resilience, compassion, and caffeine. Together, we're a walking textbook of unforgettable stories, hard-earned wisdom, and yes, some very strong opinions. This is what makes the program exceptional and entertaining. Each of us came to this program with a unique nursing story. Briefly, mine began 26 years ago with my associate degree in nursing. After a few years working in the hospital, I started the RN-to-BSN program at the University of Utah. But then my life took a joyful turn when I adopted a 2-pound baby girl. Be careful of falling in love with your patients. I stepped away from school to care for her, and over the next 8 years, we welcomed 8 more children into our home, 10 in total. Throughout this beautiful, chaotic, and very unplanned journey, I've worked in various nursing positions. Most recently, my husband and I opened a community pharmacy to serve patients with complex medical needs. And now, I'm continuing schooling. Because clearly, sleep, sanity, and savings are very optional. In a couple weeks, I'll start the MSN program here at the Utah Tech, taking one more step to become that nursing professor. Teaching has always been an inherent part of every nursing position I've held, whether I planned for it or not. Just as leadership, organization, and technical skills develop in other nurses, teaching became a natural extension of my nursing practice. As nurses, each of us will discover our own personal strengths. It is our responsibility to utilize these strengths to improve patient care. Beginning with our workplace and extending to the systems that determine health care for everyone, everywhere. When we encounter a health disparity, we must act. And thanks to the education we received at this program, we are more equipped with the skills, mindset, and courage to do just that. We've learned to identify problems, design evidence-based solutions, and more importantly, believe in our ability to lead. Throughout it all, we've balanced jobs, families, late-night assignments, and even some tragedies. And yet, here we are. We did it, but we didn't do it alone. To our family and friends, thank you for our love and encouragement. It's the people on the sides and in the back that made today possible. To our incredible professors, thank you for your knowledge, your grace, and your quick response to our frantic emails. Your encouraging words like, "You're doing great," "That will work," and "You've got this," kept us going. And to my fellow graduates, let us represent the very best in nursing. Combine evidence-based practice with the heart of a brand new nurse, answering every call out with urgency and every single patient with empathy. Congratulations, graduates. Today, we have no homework. We did it.
Thank you, Marty, Cara, and Laura, for those comments. Yeah, it's kind of, I do wear these pins once in a while, and wear it with a lot of pride. We as nurses, we're not AI, but we connect with our hearts. That's when true art of nursing comes out. Now, one thing you're going to experience, nurses, if you haven't already, is three things. You're going to get a call about drugs, and they're going to say, "That's what the doctor gave me. What do I do with them?" You'll have the right answers. Number two, you're going to get a text with a picture on it, and it's going to say, "What's this?" Well, it's something you probably shouldn't have, so we got to take care of this. And last but not least is a nurse. They're going to come over. They're going to have one of their children. The arm is going to go straight, and the wrist and hand are pointing that way. Not to be gruesome, but with a smile and very calmly we'll say, "We probably should go to the emergency room." That's a nurse. The remainder of the program will go as this. First, we'll hear about the meaning of the pins from Dr. Tracy Fawns. Then we'll actually have the presentations of the pins. The associate program in RN-to-BSN will be presented by Dr. Jen Harrington. And then the pre-BSN presented by Dr. Julie Chu. After we're done with the presentations of the pin, we'll have an explanation. We'll have the candlelight ceremony and recitation of the nursing pledge by Elisa Edwards. And then our closing remarks will be given by Kimmy Wilgers. We'll go to that point.
You did it. You made it, right? And I think I've heard evidence-based practice 4 times already today. I told you it would come back. It's so good to see you. We're getting real close, just moments away from the nursing pin, and I want to talk about the history of the nursing pin. The nursing pin has a 1,000-year history of a symbol of service to others. The earliest ancestor of the pin dates back to the Maltese cross, adopted by crusaders and worn on their habits as a symbol of service to Christianity. Over the centuries, variations of the crusaders' symbol were gradually modified and became family coats of arms, often symbolizing service to a ruler. By the Renaissance, guilds had adopted coats of arms, symbolizing masterful service to the community. The most recent ancestor of the pin is the hospital badge of 100 years ago. Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George by Queen Victoria for her service in the Crimean War in the 1860s. Afterwards, she began the practice of recognizing all graduates of her nursing training program with a Medal of Excellence. This practice identified the graduates as nurses who were educated to serve the health needs of society. The nursing pin is a symbol of a nursing student's hard work and dedication to becoming a nurse. It represents the oath to provide compassionate care to patients and to put others before oneself. Today, the pinning ceremony is an honored tradition in nursing education. Pinning the graduate is a way of welcoming them to the profession of nursing. Each school of nursing designs a unique pin that represents their own institution. Common themes include an oil lamp, a red cross, or orchidaceas combined with the institutional colors and initials. We will pin our graduates today, and we hope that they will proudly wear their pin with their nursing uniforms in the future, as a reminder that they are now UT nursing alumni and part of our Trailblazer family. And now, we do invite the graduates to the stage to be pinned.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Tiffany Peterson. I'm the director of the Associate Degree in Nursing program. I think my students are over here, so I'm going to kind of look over this way. This is a 2-semester accelerated bridge program for licensed LPNs and certified paramedics. This program started with just a handful of students a few years ago, and today we celebrate our largest cohort to date, 33 students, 27 LPNs, and 6 paramedics. They represent decades of combined medical experience coming into the program and span multiple generations. Many of them already have jobs and are continuing their education to the BSN and beyond. So I think almost all of them were planning on going to graduate school as soon as they could. So please join me in congratulating the Spring 2025 AASN cohort.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Jen Harrington, and I'm here to read the names and the words that the graduates have chosen to place on their slide. We start with Sarah Abasu Perkins. Sarah plans to continue her education by completing the BSN program this summer and eventually get her nurse practitioner's license. She will continue working at Valley Women's Health as a nurse and hopes to someday work on the labor and delivery unit or mom-baby postpartum unit. She's excited to welcome a baby boy this August and become a mama. I would like to thank my wonderful husband for all the late-night study sessions, pep talks, and continuously praying for me to meet this goal. I truly could not have completed this program without him. Charlene Aber-Kazinskas. Charlene plans to get her BSN and would like to become a nurse case manager. I sustained myself with the love of family. Maya Angelou. Sierra Barber. Sierra plans to start her career as a home health and hospice nurse. She's excited to gain experience and knowledge in the field to help further her education. I want to thank my amazing family and friends for their constant love and support throughout this journey. I'm also thankful for my classmates and professors who I've met through nursing school. Here's to a new chapter. Maddie Noggle. Maddie is excited for the future as she plans to continue to work towards her BSN and complete the program in December. Maddie then plans to continue her education and pursue a master's degree in nursing education. Whatever you are, be a good one. Abraham Lincoln. I'm grateful for my husband, who has shown me support and encouragement to help me make it through school. Michelle Bernal. Michelle plans to work on the cardiovascular unit and then transfer over to ICU. Her long-term goal is to advance her education and become a nurse practitioner. I would like to thank my family and friends for all their love and support that they have given me through this amazing journey. They are my biggest cheerleaders. I could not have done it without them. Colby Christensen. Colby plans to continue to get his BSN and then become a nurse practitioner. Act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. William James. Holly Cross. Holly is most excited to get milking goats on her homestead this July. She plans to continue working as a women's health nurse and doula. She also plans to pursue midwifery. There's nothing so bad as a glass of chocolate milk, and a good night's sleep can't make it a bit better. Mom. Colt, my hunky husband, thank you, and I love you. To Daisy and Granger, of all the things I get to be, being a mother is the one I'm most grateful for. It's a dream lots have, and only some get to experience. That and being married to you, to your dad, but only I get to experience that. Ellie Culbreth. Ellie plans to complete her BSN degree and start working as a new grad nurse. She eventually wants to work as a nurse in the NICU or on a pediatric oncology unit. There's no such thing as failure. You either win or you learn. I want to thank my husband for being so patient with me through these last 2 years of schooling and answering all my questions. He's an ICU nurse. I also want to thank my nursing friends. I would not have gotten through it without them. Summer Daly. Summer plans to complete her bachelor's degree and pursue a nurse practitioner program. It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. Mother Teresa. Thank you to everyone who has supported me in their own special way, whether it was pushing me to finish up those last assignments, bringing in treats, or just making me laugh. Marty Everts. Marty plans to continue with lifelong learning and service to lift those around him. Just like our cows, outstanding in the field. Dad. Taylor Fate. Taylor will be working at St. George Regional Hospital on the cardiovascular unit to gain further experience and knowledge. I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me and being there every step of the way. I'm grateful for all the friends I've made during nursing school, making me laugh through the hard times, and for all the memories we've made. Kyla Fuweli Todo. Kyla plans to continue her nursing career on St. George Regional Hospital Cardiovascular Unit and see where life takes her from there. Her goal is to use her nursing license to connect with and care for her patients in whatever field she may end up in. I would like to thank my parents above all else. I could not be the woman I am today without their support along the way. I love you both so much. David Garcia. David's goal after graduation is to do a good job and pursue an advanced practice degree. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and faculty for all their support. Nicholas Henry. Nicholas plans to continue working in float pool or move to ICU if a position opens. He wants to continue his education and eventually become a graduate level nurse. He is still deciding to pursue an NP, CRNA, nurse educator, etc. I'm grateful to my wife and daughter, Kayla, and Alina, and my friends that have been so supportive throughout my time in nursing school. I'm grateful to each of my peers and colleagues as the grind and determination each of you display has pushed me to improve. Sarah Johnson. Sarah's goal for the future is to always do her best and to provide the best care she can in every setting she works in. I would like to thank my husband, Cody, and my family for supporting me in pursuing my RN. Jenny Jones. As Jenny graduates from nursing school, she is proud to continue her journey in the emergency department at St. George Regional Hospital. This next chapter as an RN will allow her to deepen her role in trauma and critical care with long-term goal of returning to the skies as a flight nurse. She is grateful for the experiences that have brought her where she is today, and she's excited for what lies ahead. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Vince Lombardi. A special thank you to my friends, family, and coworkers for their unwavering support through this crazy year. Destiny Cutkus. Destiny will be working at St. George Regional Hospital in the medical oncology unit, gaining more experience to further her education. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. I want to thank my family and boyfriend for the love and support throughout nursing school. They've been so supportive. I couldn't have done it without them. Emily Lipinski. After completing the AASN program, Emily plans to pursue CRNA school. Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist. Kiri Maxfield. Kiri plans to finish her RN-to-BSN classes online, join the military, and gain critical care experience as an RN to work towards becoming a flight nurse. I would like to thank my family and friends for their continued support throughout nursing school. I would not have been able to do it without them. Melissa McNitch. Melissa is looking forward to continuing her education to get her BSN. Her ultimate goal in her nursing career is to end up in pediatric critical care. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Jane Goodall. Riker Nye. After graduation, Riker plans to adopt either a dog or a cat and complete the RN-to-BSN program. He is also aiming to secure a position in the operating room or cath lab unit. Sarah Pendley. Sierra Pendley. Sierra says that it's time to find a new goal because surviving nursing school was the goal. Don't drown alone. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Karen Martinez. Mikkel Sampson. When Mikkel felt she needed to change her career course 2 years ago, she knew she wanted to become a nurse. Her gifts for empathy and compassion and her love for and background in science seemed like a perfect fit. Having spent the last 27 years raising her 5 children, she's excited to embark on a career that provides that same sense of fulfillment. She hopes to find a niche in nursing that brings her joy and challenges her in all the right ways. She would love to be a labor and delivery nurse eventually, but she's open to all possibilities right now. She plans to further her education and receive her BSN degree. I want to thank my husband and children for their support over the last 2 years. They are my biggest cheerleaders and believed in me when I did not believe in myself. They have all done really hard things in their lives and inspired me to do the same. Kenley Scott. Kenley doesn't have too much of a plan, but she would love to get back into a hospital, maybe something cardiac related. She says, "We'll see where the wind takes me." I'd like to give a huge thank to my mom, Nana, and Papa. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. They've been my lifetime during nursing school, my lifeline during nursing school. Thank you. Daniel C. Daniel will continue his journey by pursuing a bachelor's and eventually a master's in nursing. Dominate humbly. Jocko Willink. Sydney Slack. Sydney's goal is to work as a registered nurse at St. George Regional Hospital while she completes her bachelor's degree. After finishing her BSN, she hopes to gain more critical care experience. I am grateful for my family and friends who helped me along this journey. Their constant love and encouragement helped me achieve my dream. Thank you. Heather Taylor. Heather's nursing goal is to become a certified wound care nurse and finish her BSN. She may eventually continue her education for nurse practitioner, but for now, she wants to settle into her role as an RN. Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest accomplishment, or the smallest act of caring, all which have the potential to turn a life around. Leo Biscaglia. Thank you to my parents, fiancé, my family and friends for the support in helping me through nursing school. I couldn't have done it without any one of you. Mackenzie Tellez. Mackenzie plans to complete her BSN degree over the next year and eventually become a nurse practitioner. I want to thank my friends and family for all they have done to support me on this journey. I can't wait to see what my future holds. Jake Vander Linden. Jake plans to become a psychiatric nurse practitioner and open a center that helps adolescents get trade training so they don't fall behind in life. Nursing school was like riding a bike, but the bike was on fire and the ground was on fire. Everything was just on fire, unknown. I want to thank my beautiful wife for putting up with the crazy schedule for the past 2 years and always being willing to go the extra mile so I can prepare for my following early morning shift. I couldn't ask for anyone better. Brandy Wood. Brandy plans to complete the Utah Tech online RN-to-BSN program and graduate in May of 2026. It's everyone's first time living this life. How can you be good right from the start? Hoshi. Cassie Young. Cassie's immediate goal is to successfully pass the NCLEX RN, and then by December 2025, she will complete her BSN. In time, she aspires to transition into travel nursing. While working as a travel nurse, she will pursue her master's degree in nursing with the long-term goal of returning to education. Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. Florence Nightingale. That concludes our pinning of the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. I'd like to welcome to the podium Dr. Cynthia Reber.
Hi, I am Dr. Cynthia Reber, and I teach in the undergraduate BSN and also in the master's program, and I am the director of the online RN-to-BSN program. I think that our student speaker, Laura Stuckey, did an amazing job of giving you an idea of what our RN-to-BSN program is all about. But I just wanted to share with you that this RN-to-BSN program is made for working nurses who already have their associate degree and they're coming back to complete their bachelor's degree. We have over 350 active students in this program. It's a big program. We have students all over Utah and in the surrounding states, in the Southwest United States, but we have students from the East Coast to the West Coast, in Montana and Texas and Florida. They're living everywhere. We have students coming from our own associate program, but also from all different places in the United States. So even though we have, I think, about 40 graduates this May, we would really like to congratulate and welcome those who traveled to be with us here today.
Tabitha Angulo. Tabitha currently works at the Mayo Clinic as a heart transplant nurse and will continue her education to reach her goals of becoming a certified nurse anesthetist. Live and let live, my dad. I am most grateful to my parents who paved the path to success. Liz Hansen. Liz is working as a registered nurse in labor and delivery. She's passionate about women's health and wants to continue in that field. I do not look back. I'm not going that way. J.R. Tolkien. I am thankful to my husband, who has been my biggest supporter throughout this busy season of our lives. Kelsey Hamadou. Kelsey currently works as a school nurse in Blanding and as a PRN nurse at the local hospital. She loves taking care of the K through 12th grade students and supporting their health needs while they focus on learning. It has been very rewarding. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. I'm so thankful for my family's support through the challenges of juggling 2 jobs, home life, and taking college courses. I could not have succeeded without their love and encouragement. David Howden. David currently works as a dialysis nurse and plans to continue in this specialty while pursuing his goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. He's planning to apply to nurse practitioner school so I can work more closely with the nephrology team at the hospital and continue advocating for patients with chronic kidney disease. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. I would like to thank my amazing family for their constant support, encouragement, and love throughout my BSN journey. Their belief in me kept me going, even during the most challenging moments, and I would not have made it here without them. Adriana Hudson. Adriana intends to further her education with the goal of becoming a family nurse practitioner. With God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. My dear husband, who never gave up on me, even if I have a traumatic brain injury and 7 children, he continues to support me in my dreams. He works so hard for all of us and still manages to support me in my dreams and take care of many. He is my hero. Aaron Lopez. Aaron plans to continue working as a bedside nurse at the Salt Lake City Veterans Home. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I would like to thank my family and friends for being my greatest inspiration in my journey throughout the RN-to-BSN program. Laura Stuckey. Laura currently works as a community pharmacy nurse and plans to continue in community nursing while pursuing her goal of becoming a nurse educator. She will be continuing her education in the Utah Tech Master of Science in Nursing Education and Leadership program, starting summer 2025. How very little can be done under the spirit of fear. Florence Nightingale. I want to thank my incredible husband, Sam, as well as my fabulous kids and grandkids for pushing me to return to school at 52. Your encouragement has made this journey possible. Please keep it up. I have a few more years to go. To my grandkids, always remember that education unlocks freedom and carries endless joy. That concludes the pinning of our online RN-to-BSN program. I'd like to invite Dr. Julie Chu to the podium. I'd like to correct that. I'd like to invite Allie Barnes to the podium.
Hello, everybody. My name is Allie Barnes. I am the program director for the pre-licensure program, but I also teach in the associate program in the online RN-to-BS program and BSN, and I absolutely love these nursing students. I just want to let those of you out in the audience that don't really know what the pre-licensure program is. The pre-licensure Bachelor of Science in Nursing, so the PBSN program at Utah Tech University is considered a traditional full-time 4-year undergraduate program designed for students without prior nursing experience. It combines general education and science prerequisites with upper division nursing coursework, including hands-on clinical rotations, simulations, labs, evidence-based research projects, community health initiatives, and so much more. This program prepares students to become registered nurses by developing critical thinking, clinical judgment, communication, and patient care skills. Graduates are eligible to take the NCLEX RN exam for licensure and are equipped to provide safe and compassionate and evidence-based care in a variety of healthcare settings. These students sitting in front of us today are an incredible group of individuals, and I'm honored to be a small part of their nursing journey. I'd like to introduce you to the pre-licensure nursing students of 2025.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Chu, and it's my pleasure to introduce all of these students to you. Emma Allen. After graduation, Emma plans to gain experience in nursing with the goal of working in women's health. She is excited to continue learning and growing in this field and looks forward to exploring other areas of nursing throughout her career. Her quote by Florence Nightingale is, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all our lives." Elise Anderson. Elisa's future goals include starting her career in the operating room, then transitioning to dermatology nursing. In the long term, she aspires to become a nurse practitioner and open her own practice. Her quote is by Lana Del Rey: "I believe in the person I want to become." She's deeply grateful for her family for their unwavering support throughout her educational journey. Especially thank you to her grandparents, Tim and Leslie, for home-cooked Sunday meals and for always believing in her through every step of her prerequisites and nursing school. Love and encouragement have meant the world to me. Sarah Barton. Sarah plans to continue her career at Coral Desert Surgery Center, where her husband completes his education. She then intends to join the Kane County Hospital, where she looks forward to combining her passion for healthcare with her commitment to serving and raising a family in a rural community. In the future, she hopes return to school to pursue her nurse practitioner degree. She is grateful for the love and support of her husband and family, and her encouragement came from her besties, her family, countless study sessions, support, and lifelong friendships. She couldn't have done it without all of you. She's also grateful to the many incredible nurses who have answered all of her questions and made her into the nurse she is today. Sarah Barton. Cameron Beckstrand. Cameron will be working at Coral Desert Surgery Center in both the pre-op and the post-anesthesia care unit as a registered nurse. She says, "I'm incredibly grateful for my cohort friends who were with me through both the good times and the challenges, for my parents who taught me the value of perseverance, and most of all for my husband who brought joy into my life through it all. I would not have accomplished this without each and every one of you." Aubrey Butler. Aubrey will be returning home to Southern California to start a career. Her goal is to find a job in a pediatric ICU and then one day become a stay-at-home mom. She wants to thank the good Lord, her family, her boyfriend, and Duke for their love and support every step of the way, and she loves each of you from the bottom of her heart. Yelena Carlin. Yelena plans to continue working in Intermountain Health in the float pool as an RN. She says, "Thank you to my family, my boyfriend Tyson, for standing by me through every late night stressful exam and moment of doubt. Your love, patience, and encouragement kept me going even when I felt overwhelmed. I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm forever grateful for your support." Anya Crittenden. Anya and her husband will be moving to the great state of Texas, where she will be pursuing her nursing career at Cook Children's Hospital in Fort Worth after welcoming their first baby in September. She says, "To my incredible family and my loving husband, thank y'all for being my rock throughout nursing school. Your support, belief in me, and constant encouragement carried me through the toughest moments. This journey wouldn't have been possible without your love and patience. I'm forever grateful for each one of you." Chelsea Constantino. Chelsea is moving to Rochester, Minnesota, where she will be a medical ICU nurse at the Mayo Clinic. She will then continue her education and go on to CRNA school after a few years in the ICU. She says, "I'd like to thank my family and friends for unwavering support, encouragement, and love throughout the nursing journey. A special shout out to my mom for being such a strong role model and being my biggest cheerleader in all aspects of life. I love you, and I am so grateful for everything you do." Michaela Davidson. Michaela is going to start either in the cardiovascular unit or the intensive care unit here at St. George Regional Hospital, and eventually plans to go to school to become a nurse anesthetist. She would like to thank her family and friends for being so supportive during her various mental breakdowns, especially her role model, Christy Sham, who influenced her career and set her an example for her personal nursing practice. Heidi Dumoulin. Heidi's future plans include working in corrections, hooray, we need that, or in a small clinic. She believed she could, so she did. R.S. Gray. Emily Ecker. Emily's future goal is to gain experience in nursing and eventually work in ICU, ED, or as a flight nurse. She's not entirely sure where her path will lead, but she'll follow her passion and go where her heart leads. They say it takes a village to raise a nurse well, and my village deserves a medal and probably a nap. To my family, friends, and amazing boyfriend, thank you for enduring my stress rants, late night study sessions, and occasional emotional breakdowns. I couldn't have done this without your love, patience, and snacks. This degree is mine, but let's be honest, y'all earned it with me. Molly Marie Edwards. After graduation, Molly plans on taking the summer off to spend some much-needed time with her daughters and her husband, as well as relaxing while she looks for those new grad nursing job opportunities. She says, I'm incredibly grateful to my family for their unwavering love and support throughout this dream I have had of becoming a nurse. I would like to thank specifically my husband, Christian, my 3 beautiful daughters, Eden, Emery, and Ellis. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. Sam Edwards. Sam is planning to stay here in St. George, Utah and get a job at the hospital, hopefully in critical care. She plans on obtaining her Master's of Science in Nursing Education and eventually attending a doctor and nurse practitioner school. She says, I'd like to thank my mom for shaping me into the person I am today. I'm forever grateful for your unwavering support and guidance. To my fiance, thank you for always standing by my side and lifting me up with your encouragement and love. To my sister and friends, your friendship means the world to me. Thank you for being there through everything. I'm truly grateful to have each of you in my life. Riley Evans. Riley plans on gaining nursing experience in St. George before becoming a travel nurse. She says, thank you to my family, friends, and professors for supporting me throughout nursing school. Your support meant so much to me, and I'm so excited to enter this new chapter of my life. She's quoting Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Savannah Frainer. Savannah probably made the beautiful dress she's wearing. We had an active crochet club when they started in nursing school, and they've continued to do it all the way through. Savannah hopes to get a job in the emergency room after working on a med-surg unit. She will also be getting married to Riker Nye, who is also getting pinned today, but later this year. I would like to thank my mom for letting me cry on the phone more than once and for supporting me both emotionally and financially while in nursing school. A known quote that she loves is, whatever you do, always give 100% unless you're donating blood. Brooklyn Furman. Brooklyn's returning to her hometown of Boise, Idaho, and hopefully will get a job in the newborn intensive care unit, labor and delivery, or cardiac. She would like to thank her fiance, family, and friends for unwavering support throughout the journey. She says that your encouragement, love, and belief in me have been essential to my success, and I am so grateful and appreciate you more than you know. She quotes Theodore Roosevelt, believe you can, and you're halfway there. Ashley Glazer. Ashley will be remaining in St. George throughout the summer, continue her work in long-term care while she explores opportunities that align with her career aspirations. After passing the NCLEX, she intends to pursue a position in critical care where she can further develop her skills and passion for nursing. She expresses gratitude to her parents and her brother for their unwavering support and says that without them, this journey would not be possible. Their presence by her side every step of the way has meant the world to me. She says, to my nursing school girls, thank you for always encouraging me to keep going and for the group chat that helped me get through it all. Jordan Joy Gates. After graduation, Jordan will continue working as a home health and hospice nurse. Her goal eventually is to work in women's and children's, and she hopes one day to further her education as a nurse practitioner. She says, I'd like to thank my amazing family and sidekick Kobe for supporting me and motivating me when I need it the most through the thick and thin of nursing school. So much love to my mom, who taught me hard work and dedication and inspired my dream of becoming a nurse at a young age. Madison Gribben. Madison will be moving back to Las Vegas, where she hopes to start her career as a nurse in labor and delivery or newborn intensive care. She helps continue growing in women's health, working towards becoming a certified nurse midwife and later earning her nurse practitioner degree. She says, "I'm beyond grateful for my family, friends, and boyfriend who have been my biggest supporters throughout nursing school. Your love and encouragement kept me going through every challenge. I couldn't have done it without you." Samantha Haas. Sam has accepted a position in the Cardiac Acute Care Unit at Cardiac Regional Medical Center in Washington State. She will soon begin her journey to obtain a Master of Science in Nursing Education with the dreams of continuing her education to CVICU and becoming an AGACNP. She says, "I want to express a heartfelt thank you to my amazing parents, sister, and boyfriend for their continuous love and support throughout my nursing journey. Shout out to my nursing school besties and cohort for suffering through my study sessions and always making me laugh. I could not have asked for a better support system, both built in and created. I love you." Maya He. Maya will be staying in St. George, Utah to gain experience as an aesthetic nurse injector and to master her knowledge and skills in aesthetic medicine. She would like to thank her mom, family, best friend Marley and her family, and her 3 besties in the nursing program. You know who you are. And most importantly, the staff at Angelica's Mexican restaurant for their constant support, and I assume salsa and chips. Nothing beats a good sweet pork street taco meal after a 12-hour clinical for $7. Dant Hemming. Dant has always been a man of few words, and today is no exception. He has accepted a position at Bonner General Hospital in Sandpoint, Idaho in the operating room, and he would like to thank his wife, Calissa, for supporting him through nursing school. Yokaira Hernandez. Yokaira is focused on improving her skills and is always looking for opportunities to improve. She is passionate about working in emergency care and is working towards that goal.
Pa y ma me enseñaron el verdadero significado de la perseverancia, el trabajo duro y sobre todo el amor incondicional. Los amo. Gracias por todo. Y a mis hermanos, soy muy afortunada de compartir mi vida con personas tan increíbles.
Yokaira's quote is by A.A. Milne: "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Olivia Hess. Olivia is excited to begin her nursing career and is exploring which specialty best aligns with her passions. She has a growing interest in labor and delivery, ICU, and endoscopy, and is considering graduate school. This fall, she will be leaving on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, dedicating her time to faith and service. She says, "I'm beyond grateful for the support I've received throughout this nursing journey. To my mom and dad, thank you for believing in me every step of the way. To my friends, thank you for filling this journey with laughter and unforgettable memories. Most importantly, I'm grateful to God for his guidance, love, and countless blessings. Good things are coming, and I'm so excited for what's ahead." Riley Jacobson. Riley plans to start her summer working hard and then passing the NCLEX and then taking a break, spending the summer traveling, exploring new places, and embracing different cultures. And then she'll return to the States, ready to embark on her nursing career with a renewed sense of passion and purpose. She would like to thank her parents, her best friends, and her classmates for love and support. She states, "I could not have done it without you." Tracy Jensen. Tracy plans to stay here in St. George, Utah, where she will work at the hospital in either the ICU or the emergency department. She also plans to further her education with a Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. She says, "I want to express my heartfelt thanks to my husband, Joe, for his unwavering support and for always being there for me throughout my years of schooling. I also want to thank my children, Nick, Luke, Erica, and Jacob, for their encouragement and for letting me practice my nursing skills on them. I'm truly grateful for the love and support of my entire family." Her favorite quote is by Walt Disney: "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Madison Laswell. Madison plans to pursue her passion for maternity and newborn care by becoming a labor and delivery nurse. In the near future, she aims to continue her education in her master's degree in nurse midwifery and women's health nurse practitioner. Her ultimate dream is to open her very own holistic-centered, individualized care birthing clinic. Her favorite is Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. For truly I tell you that if you have faith like a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Ashley Lavarius. Ashley plans to work as a pediatric oncology nurse at a Southern California-based children's hospital. She says, I'm incredibly grateful for the unconditional support from my family, friends, and boyfriend throughout nursing school. You have my heart, and I could not have made it without you guys. Thank you, Mom, for believing in me. I love you. And her quote is, all because we didn't let the hard days win. Emma Legos. Emma is planning on working in labor and delivery unit for the rest of her life. Yay, babies. She says, thank you to my cute hubby for making me the yummiest dinners, and thank you to my nursing cohort for putting up with all my oversharing. Her quote is herself, okay, so wait, I have a question. Kaylee Ludlow. Kaylee plans to continue working at St. George Regional Hospital as a registered nurse, where she will further develop her clinical skills in patient care. With dreams of working in women's health, Kaylee's long-term transition is to labor and delivery here in St. George. She would like to thank her husband Jackson for the countless nights of helping her study for tests that she thought she would never pass. She'd also like to thank her dad for pushing her to pursue her dreams and for always believing in me. She would like to thank her mom for her guidance, support, and encouragement. And she says to them, this accomplishment is as much yours as it is mine. Thank you finally to my friends, classmates, and professors for providing wisdom and helping me reach my dreams. I want to apologize to Emma. I said her name wrong. We practiced yesterday with this, where I wrote her new married name out, and I wrote Laga. And then today in the script, there was this, and so I messed it up. So Emma Wynn Laga, we now have your name right. These people get married during school, and then you have to learn their new last names. Jen Open. Jen will continue her job with Amazing Care as an RN, where she currently works as an LPN in pediatric home health. She plans to work in St. George for a year and eventually become a travel nurse. She would love to travel to different states and explore while gaining experience at many different hospitals and venues. She wants to try different specialties like the ER, oncology, and hospice to see what best fits her and her goals, and to hopefully open a yoga studio on the side. She says, I would like to thank my family, boyfriend, and friends for supporting me throughout these 4 years of school. My cute family I work for reminding me every day why it is I want to be a nurse. I've been surrounded by so many supportive, loving people, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Maya Ottenschott. Maya would love to work in a maternity unit after graduation, where she contribute to helping families during one of the most special times in their lives. She's also passionate about furthering her education and has plans to pursue a nurse practitioner in the future. Her ultimate goal is to become a nurse injector, combining her love for nursing with her interest in aesthetics. She would like to thank her mom, who's been her greatest inspiration, and says, her unwavering support has meant the world to me as I follow in her footsteps. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the rest of my family, my husband, and my friends for their constant encouragement and support throughout this journey. Stacy Pogg. Stacy's future goals are to try to get a job in St. George or Salt Lake City and eventually further her career into being a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Stacy says, to my family and friends, thank you for unwavering love and support and the joy that you bring into my life. Through every challenge and every triumph, you stood by me, and I'm beyond grateful. I would not be who I am without you. I cherish and appreciate you all more than words can say. You want to say it out loud, Stacy? She added, Goob Adagam, Nana, and Papi. Hopefully I didn't murder that too bad. Lydia Park. Lydia plans to start a career in medical surgical nursing, gaining valuable experience and building a strong foundation in patient care. In the future, she aspires to pursue a career as a certified registered nurse anesthetist and will work hard towards it. She says, I'm incredibly grateful to my cohort for the wonderful memories. Meeting all of you has been a pleasure. And we've enjoyed having Lydia as one of our international students. Jacob Prunty. Since day one, Jacob's plan has been to become a psychiatric nurse, so it's no surprise that he's planning to attend a psychiatric nurse practitioner program through Spring Arbor University. He plans to work as a behavioral medicine nurse while pursuing this degree. He says, I would like to say thank you to my professors, clinical directors, and fellow students for making this program a great experience. To my professors and clinical directors, thank you for your patience, expertise, and for the challenges you've provided. To my classmates, thank you for helping make this program a great learning environment. I've enjoyed working with you all in completing this program. Brittany Randall. Brittany is planning on continuing to work at St. George Rehab while her husband is working on his master's degree. Afterwards, she plans on working in an ICU unit and then attending CRNA school. She says, to my husband, family, track team, and coach, your love, support, and encouragement have been my foundation throughout nursing school and competing. I couldn't have done this without each of you. Thank you for being by my side every step of the way. As a member of our track team, she's scored several personal bests this year and broken some records. Cara Salmon. Cara will continue to work at Southern Utah Veterans Home and plans to apply to the University of Utah's Doctor of Nurse Practitioner program this August. She says, I would like to thank my husband, Wade, for being my emotional support throughout all of nursing school. I would also like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me in my decision to come to Utah Tech. I know it's far from home, but thank you for all of your love and support from 461 miles away. Her quote is from Schmidt from New Girl. I'm not being overly dramatic when I say that I would rather sit naked on a hot grill than go back to nursing school. Note that she plans to go to the U of U soon. Kevin Schwartz. Kevin wants to eventually go back and earn a graduate degree to be either a DNP or a CRNA. For now, he'll stay at advanced healthcare and eventually transition into ICU or ER. He says, thank you to my sister Rachel and husband Jason for being my biggest supporters and the rest of my family. His quote is by General Ira. Sometimes life is like a dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place. Chloe Schumard. Chloe plans to continue gaining experience on the orthopedic unit while working towards her goal of transitioning to the newborn intensive care unit. Her long-term aspiration is to become a nurse practitioner, and she hopes to start NP school as soon as possible to further her education and career. She says, thank you to my family and friends for your endless love, support, and encouragement. This achievement is much yours as it is mine, and I'm grateful to have had you by my side. Dante Fabio Sinche. Dante plans to work towards being an ED ICU nurse once he moves to Salt Lake City. He eventually wants to continue his education to become a certified registered nurse anesthetist.
Para mis padres que llegaron sin nada y me lo dieron todo.
Dante, he's been another one of our incredible international students. Vivian Smith. Vivian will continue working in the float pool at St. George Regional Hospital while exploring all of the specialties. She aims to build a strong foundation of nursing knowledge in order to help her identify a unit that aligns with her passion and her long-term career goals. She's excited for all the opportunities that lie ahead. She's open to the idea of furthering her education to eventually possibly pursue a career as a nurse practitioner. She wants to give a heartfelt thank you to her family and friends for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout this exciting journey. She also wants to say, I am incredibly grateful to my nursing girls who helped me navigate the challenges and stress of nursing school while always keeping me laughing. Talia Thomas. Talia has accepted a position as the first sedation nurse at Alturas Pain and Spine, where she will be assisting Dr. Oliver with interventional pain procedures. She is excited to explore different specialties and gain experience. She hopes one day to work in the emergency department or the newborn intensive care unit. She says, huge thank you to my family, friends, and caffeine for getting me through nursing school. I truly couldn't have done it without you. To my professors and clinical instructors, thank you for sharing your wisdom and for putting my cortisol tolerance to the test. And to my classmates for enduring the many study sessions with me. Emery Tovar. Emery plans to join the float pool at St. George Regional Hospital, where she aspires to receive training in all specialty units and expand her expertise across diverse clinical areas. She says, I want to give a heartfelt thank you for our amazing husband, Carlos, for his unwavering support and encouragement every step of the way. To my family and friends, your love and belief in me have meant the world. To my incredible classmates, I'm grateful for the friendships, the late night study sessions, and endless support we've shared. To my professors, thank you for your guidance and dedication to shaping us into the nurses we're becoming. I couldn't have done this without each of you. Victoria Alex Tuttle is unable to be with us today because she's currently gestating a human that is due any second. And so, oh, she had it. Okay, share the details quick. Okay, baby girl, everybody's healthy. Yay. She will be beginning her nursing career at Fillmore Community Hospital, which is where she commuted to come to school all this time with us. She will apply the clinical skills and patient care experiences she gained during those rotations. Looking ahead, she plans to continue her education by pursuing a nurse practitioner program with a focus on family medicine. Yay, Alex. Madeline Wagner. Madeline plans to work in surgical nursing and then go back to school for a Master's of Science in Nursing. She writes, thank you to my husband Hunter for supporting me through school and being my rock. Paisley Welch. Paisley will be working with Renew Home Health and Hospice. She's considering going back to school for a nurse practitioner, but wants to have some time off school first. She plans to work as an RN and save up so she can pay as she goes. She says, thank you to my family. I seriously could not have done it without them. They are my whole world, and I'm so thankful for their continuous support. I love you guys. Serenade Wilson. Siri plans to stay in home health until she moves to Logan, Utah in December. She will then pursue a career in a hospital setting. She hopes to one day go back and earn her nurse practitioner to focus on family practice. She writes, thank you to my amazing husband, Gavin, for being my biggest supporter and providing peace when life gets crazy. I love you. Her quote is by Robert Ingersoll, we rise by lifting others. Mackenzie Woolley. Nursing school has been both challenging and rewarding, and Mackenzie is excited to take the next step in her career. She developed a strong interest in surgical nursing and looks forward to building her skills in that field while continuing to learn and grow. She looks forward to continuing her education and growing as a nurse, possibly even pursuing a nurse practitioner in the future. She writes, I want to thank my family for their constant support throughout this journey. Mom and Dad, your encouragement and occasional push kept me striving for more even when I doubted myself. To my husband, thank you for your patience and for standing by my side through every late night study session and my early morning clinicals. Thank you all for your support of the Utah Tech Spring 2025 Pre-licensure BSN cohort.
Okay. The pledge we are about to recite together is a very old tradition in nursing. The Florence Nightingale Pledge dates back to 1893 to a committee led by a famous nurse named Leistra Egert Greta. Miss Greta had a huge impact on nursing education and the profession of nursing. She wrote the first standardized nursing textbook and began a lot of educational practices that later led to the nursing becoming a college degree. The Nightingale Pledge is recited at pinning ceremonies as nurses move into their professional practices, and the pledges are all a little different from institution to institution, but some core elements unite them. All graduates pledge dedication to the profession of nursing. All graduates acknowledge the importance of ethical behavior and accountability in all that they do. All graduates promise to advocate for their patients, and all graduates recognize the importance of remaining lifelong learners in nursing education. Faculty, please get in place to prepare for the lighting of the candles, and house lights down. Graduates, please stand. And faculty, you may light the candles. Graduates, we will read the pledge together. It's listed on the program. Any nurses in the audience, we invite you to join in if you would like to from the second paragraph. Today, I join my fellow graduates from the Utah Tech University Department of Nursing in pledging my commitment to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards. I pledge my dedication to a profession that is responsible for the lives of others. As a professional registered nurse, I recognize that I will be accountable to the public for my actions. I will work to safeguard the health and welfare of the clients who have placed their trust in me. I pledge to work together with colleagues and to be the supportive in my pursuit of excellence for patient care and for the nursing profession. I vow to behave ethically, honestly, professionally, and with integrity in all endeavors. I pledge to treat clients and community members with dignity and respect while taking into consideration diversity in values and beliefs. I pledge to advocate for clients in need and to embrace the complex role of the professional nurse. I will be a role model for others. I will nurture my spirit of inquiry and be a lifelong learner throughout my nursing practice. Congratulations.
Okay, so I'm here to give the closing remarks, which means you've made it to the end of the pinning ceremony. So great job, guys. So congratulations to all of our amazing spring 2025 graduates. We're all so proud of you for getting here, and we hope you're truly proud of yourselves. Nursing school is a stressful and oftentimes overwhelming journey, but you persevered, and you finally made it to the end. Thank you for choosing Utah Tech University and putting in the effort to complete our programs, and for helping us thrive. And thank you to the family and friends of the many graduates here today for helping them stay sane and feel loved. And thank you to all of our incredible staff and faculty who put their hearts and souls into teaching and supporting our students every semester. So, graduating students, I want to take the time to encourage you to remember your why. So why did you decide to become a nurse? Why did you get into healthcare? Why did you put yourself through this exhausting, scary, stressful, and amazing journey? I recommend that you write it down, whether that's in a journal, on a sticky note, in a note on your phone, or even on your bathroom mirror. Whatever works best for you to have easy access to the reminder. Centering myself by remembering my why has helped me many times during my nursing career. Regardless of what your next steps in the healthcare field involve, what patient populations you work with, and what educational endeavors you choose to pursue next, there's going to be stressful and exhausting days. You are entering a field that is incredible, but also can be very difficult. So you're going to have periods of burnout, you're going to question yourself and your choices, and you're going to wonder why you decided to enter a field that on some days takes more than it gives. But if you can center yourself and remember what drew you to healthcare, what convinced you to keep going, even when it was rough, that's going to help make the dark days less dark and the bright days even brighter. And some days, every little thing will feel difficult and disheartening. You're going to be with patients during some of their worst times. But you're also going to be with them during some of their most amazing moments and miraculous moments. So I hope you know that by choosing to become a registered nurse, by choosing to take on the responsibilities of caregiver, you're actively contributing to making the world a better place, and you're going to have an impact on so many lives. In addition to remembering your why, I also encourage you to remember your connections. You have trauma bonded with all your wonderful classmates who are around you today. And now that this chapter is over, make sure to keep in touch with the people you made the journey with. Healthcare friends are a special breed, and on days when no one else in your household can really understand what you went through during a shift or what you're experiencing, it makes a huge difference to call up those friends, text those friends, and just vent about it all. And I tell my students that healthcare is a team sport because it is not something that can be accomplished all on your own. It needs to be done with your team, so please don't forget your support system. And don't try to work through those rough days on your own. Reach out to your team and lean on them when you need to. And I want to end our ceremony today with one of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou: "Every storm runs out of rain." So I love this quote because it reminds me of how precious time is. The difficult times are going to come and go, but the joyful times are going to come and go as well. So graduates, remember that the rough days will not last forever, but also remember to soak up every minute of the special days like today. Once again, congratulations, and I hope you're so proud of yourselves because we are definitely proud of you. So now go celebrate.
Just two things as we close. Number one, the associate degree nurses and the RN-to-BSN. Those students, if you please come over here to get a group picture. We do have other ceremonies that are going to take place, so we need to exit as quickly as we can. And the last thing I have to say, nurses rock.